the special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Broken tackle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it. And
he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Long from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 7-7, our score after one. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but They just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy line, but why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Play action. Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a 3rd and 6. There's Garoppolo to throw. Forced out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Steps away. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Mayer. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs has the...
Okay, perfect. I'm almost at halftime right now. Why can't I see though? What? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't want to do that. There's still 19 seconds.
Time